What's going on, everyone? KJ here, coming at you with another Beyblade Burst Evolution unboxing. In this video, I'll be taking a look at the Draciel S and Dranzer F dual pack. So it comes with more Burst Remakes from the Plastic Gen. On the left, you have Draciel S or Draciel Shield, a defense type with Central and Press. And on the right, you have Dranzer F or Dranzer Flame with Yell and Zeta. Oh yeah, blue Zeta, let's go, but not a blue trans. So 50% oof, 50% cool. Anyway, I like to call this one DCS and I like to call this one DZF for like, I guess differentiating between like layers and everything. But looking at the back of the box, we have Draciel S and it has 1 out of 10 attack, 2 out of 10 burst, 8 out of 10 defense, 6 out of 10 weight, 2 out of 10 agility, and 0 out of 10 for stamina. And on the right, we have Dranzer F. 5 out of 10 attack, 2 out of 10 burst, 2 out of 10 defense, 5 out of 10 weight, 5 out of 10 agility, and 3 out of 10 for stamina. And here is the barcode, but it'll also be in the description. But with that out of the way, let's open up this baby. Before we get into taking a closer look at the bays, I also want to give a huge thanks to my boy Sakura for letting me know about these two dual packs. This one, as well as the Draciel S and Dragoon Fighter dual pack, being on the Target website, which is basically the best place to get them right now, unless you find them in stores. I haven't been able to, but like I said, thank you, buddy. I finally have my hands on all 6 Burst Remakes that Hasbro has made. Hopefully they make Warborg as well, but hopefully they give it bearing too. I don't want a Warborg with Revolve. Please, Hasbro, don't oof us anymore. Anyway, let's take a closer look at the bays. Alright, so starting off, we have Draciel S, also known as Draciel Shield. I like to call it DCS because the official abbreviation from Takara Tomy is DC, but it is the Draciel S. So if they come out with the Draciel F, I like to differentiate. So I do like these little things here on the layer. I'm not too familiar with all the Plastic Gen bays. I only watched the anime. I never was, well, I was alive during that time, but I wasn't into Beyblade because I was really, really young. I'm only 18 right now, so yeah. But moving under the layer, we have the QR code right here. I do like the design of it overall, and I think it just looks really, really nice. I really do like the Burst Remakes. I really think they all look really cool. Next up, we have Central, which I believe was a decent disc or a pretty good disc for its time. Not so much nowadays, of course, because you have your core discs, aka number discs and disc frames. I don't know what is going on with my lighting right now. I am so sorry. But yeah, this is a 4-star Central. Very nice. And last but not least, we have Press. Press is all right, but of course, there are better options. But I do appreciate the color and how it matches with Draciel S. Moving on, we have Dranzer F, also known as Dranzer Flame, or DZF as I like to call it. One of my main criticisms is I hate how Hasbro took the naming away, but other than that, it pretty much looks the same as the Takara Tomy version. And here is the QR code right here. Overall, I mean, if I had to like name my favorite bit beasts of all 4 of them in order, it would be Dranzer, Dragoon, and Draciel. So I do appreciate the Dranzers the most. So yeah, and I really do like this layer, and I'm happy to finally have it in my possession. Next up is Yell, and I believe Yell was good for certain things back in the day, but of course not so much nowadays with a lot of these regular forged discs. And this is where are the stars at? Oh, here it is. Okay, I think this is a 1-star. I think this is a 1-star Yell. Okay, and last but not least, Zeta. Now, this actually had come on Spryzen Requiem S3, and I'm happy to finally have a blue Zeta in my possession. So, with Zeta, it has 3 modes. This is defense mode, which looks a lot like Massive, and you pull it up, turn it. You have your attack mode, which is like Quake. Pull it up, turn it, and you have your stamina mode, which is like Fusion. But I'll leave it in defense mode because that's the way it came. I do appreciate finally having I do appreciate Hasbro for giving us the Zeta that came with Dranzer Flame, but it still is kind of an oof because it's like they gave Dranzer S Unite. So that's like the only Plastic Gen Burst Remake that they really messed up on. But aside from that, actually let me test the burst resistance right now, like how tight they are. So yeah, I mean it's pretty tight, I would say, yeah. Dranzer F feels pretty tight. But what I mentioned in the Draciel S and Dragoon Fighter video is, yeah, Draciel feels pretty tight as well. Not as tight, but still. But one of the things I mentioned was, I think that in addition to making the slopes decent for layers of their caliber, I think Hasbro also made the springs possibly a little tighter. That's just a theory of mine. Just to make the layers just to make the combos hold up a little better so they're not bursting to everything. They still will burst a lot depending on what you put them up against, but I think in addition to having pretty good slopes, as well as possibly buff drivers to a degree, it might help them burst a little less. But with that out of the way, let's weigh all these parts, and then we're going to battle them. All right, so we have Draciel Shield, 6.82. Central, 19.75. And Press, 5.80. So the full combo, Draciel Shield, Central, Press, 32.38. All right. Dranzer Flame, 6.69. Yell. Oh, let me actually tear it. There we go. 21.93. And Zeta, 5.66. All right, so the full combo, Dranzer Flame, Yell, Zeta, 34.32. All right. So, with that out of the way, let's battle these two. One thing I will also say is I will be changing the modes for every battle between the bays. So the first battle, Dranzer Flame will be in defense mode, then it'll be in attack mode, and then it'll be in stamina mode or balance mode, whatever you would call that one. I think it'd be stamina mode. That's what it was. Sorry, but yeah, so it'll change for every battle. But right, first 3 points. Let's go. All right, here we go. First battle. Yeah, they look nice when they're spinning. So yeah, like I said, this is defense mode. So yeah, let's see how it goes. Ooh. I mean, he destabilized Dranzer, but Dranzer still won. It still outspun Draciel, making the score 0-1. Let's move on to the second battle, where Dranzer's Zeta driver will be changed to attack mode. All right, here we go. Second battle. All right, let's see what'll happen this time. Ooh, big hits. There we go. All right, so Draciel wins this time around, making the score 1-1. So let's move on to the third battle, where Dranzer will be in stamina mode. All right, here we go. Third battle. Another win for Dranzer, making the score 1-2. So let's move on to the fourth battle. Dranzer will be back in defense mode. All right, here we go. Fourth battle. Hits feel pretty big right now. Let's see what happens. He is definitely getting destabilized. Dang, all right. Another win for Draciel, making the score 2-2. So let's move on to the fifth battle. Dranzer will be in attack mode once more. All right, here we go. Fifth battle. Dang, all right. So, Dranzer takes it. Final score being, I think, 2-3. All right, let me just put it back in defense mode because that's the way I like it. All right, so final thoughts on this dual pack. Like I said, I do appreciate Hasbro releasing the Burst Remakes, so this was a purchase for me, hands down. Like I said, thank you, Sakura, once again for telling me that these were on the Target website. Made sure to go and grab myself some of these, and I will be testing these as well as Drigger Slash and Dragoon Fighter soon. So if you're interested in that, be sure to check out the World Beyblade Organization, or WBO, for the testing threads for all of these layers. So now, burning question: should you get your hands on the Draciel S and Dranzer F dual pack? Well, as I said in the previous unboxing for Drigger S and Dragoon Fighter, I really don't appreciate the inconsistency with the naming, by the way. That's one of my only pet peeves about this. But back to the point. I feel like it's more of an optional pickup. Competitively, you're not really getting any good parts from this. You know, unless a meta comes out, and it probably will in the future, where you really can only use single and dual layers. And I think a lot of the Burst Remakes might have some use in that meta like that. But for right now, we don't have a meta like that. We're in a meta dominated by Cho-Z, with what I forgot to mention in the previous video, Hasbro having some wins against certain matchups, but it's very risky overall. But yeah, but competitive wise, no, this is not a pickup for you. But collection wise, well, it depends on how much you appreciate the Plastic Gen. If you're a fan of it like I was, I mean, I mainly watched the anime. I didn't have the toys, but I did watch the anime and I enjoyed it. Then, you know, this is a good pickup. You know, if you can buy it online, find it in stores, definitely try to get your hands on one of these. But if you're not as fond, or maybe if you don't know about the Plastic Gen as much as the next guy, then it's really up to you. If you want to get it, sure. If you don't want to, sure. I mean, well, if you don't want to get it, cool. If you don't, I mean, if you want to get it, I'm getting tongue-tied, sorry. If you want to get it, great. If you don't, it's all good. But anyway, that's pretty much it for my unboxing of the Draciel Shield, or really Draciel S and Dranzer F dual pack. Let me know your thoughts on this pretty cool dual pack in the comments down below. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to give it a like, and if you're new here, hit that subscribe button, and be sure to hit the notification bell so you're notified of all my uploads. But until next time, I'll see y'all later.